Welcome to the Cold Conquest series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 10th of May 1916. So we've come through another winter and things are okay, but they're not okay is probably the best way to describe it. This is going to be the first year where we are going to be trying out our new farm over here. You can see we've got the necessary combines in to be able to get this, and hopefully what we'll do is we'll sow 3 fields, have 1 field on the back which we can use to supply whatever we need. We're just building a distribution office here which we're going to need to assist in bringing in all the crops. And then down the bottom here is our other farm over here, which is also ready to go. Exactly the same pattern, 4 fields. But at the moment we're still working on the warehouse here, which needs some extra bits and pieces done to it. And as I say, overall things are going okay, but the problem we've really got is crime. Now down here the crime rate is actually under control. I think it's because we've been able to get a full workforce into here, but up here our crime rate is just completely ballistic, and I don't think we're ever going to get ahead of it. No, that's the courthouse, sorry. This one here, we need more people into here to help solve the crime, because you can see here we've already got 45 crimes in this police station that haven't been resolved, and we're only in May. So we're halfway through the year and we've already had 45 crime problems. It's going to speed the game forward, because what we're going to nearly need to do is try and get ahead of the curve here. I'm kind of thinking we got that's full, that's full, that's full. Yeah, we've got this building over here that's got a little bit of slack on it. I'm not sure that can that get the people from here, can they get to, they can't actually get to this police station. I think that's possibly part of the problem as well. See if we can improve that situation there. No. Okay, I think what I'm going to need to do is expand this area here and move this police station back into range. I think that's the only way we're actually going to do it, because at the moment the possibility of some of these crimes being solved now are quite low. I think what we will do is get rid of some of these minor crimes, and crimes where it says that virtually no chance of getting solved, where try and get rid of some of those as well. I know we're letting people go, but sometimes that's the only way you can kind of get things back under control. But I think what I am going to do is build a police station, and I think we're going to get you, it'd be nice actually to get you here so you'll be in range of that accommodation there. We need more workers. I think if we put you there, I'm going to get rid of this road. I don't want to waste the time putting this, whoops. And we're going to push you to high priority. Get the road crew. I don't think these guys have got much to do now. So we're going to have to kind of just work on building up our population. In fact, I think we'll try and get some spare capacity in here as well, because we do need to get ahead of the curve also with respect to our income. At the moment we are still kind of losing money because well, the honest truth is that our population, while it's growing, we've got all these industries which are making some money, but at the same time they're not making enough to get things going. But at the moment the real problem is, see, our average productivity is low, our happiness is slowly improving, Our loyalty is creeping up as well. If we can improve the loyalty, that will actually reduce the crime rate. But if I don't know, let's just see. Let's have a look here. See, the actual crime rate isn't excessively high. It's only 1, 2, 3%. But the problem is that the police station can't get ahead of the curve because we can't get enough people in here. And we do need to really try and get this sorted. I wonder if I can push some people into here. Okay, we're going to allow people into there. I could try and push people into this somehow. Maybe we can put police station, other buildings as well. Just try and we can fill this up. It might actually make it go a bit faster. But you can see the people are not staying. This could become a disaster. Anyway, let's just look at something a bit more positive. See, these guys are sowing really, really quickly. We're only on the 25th of May. The problem's the growing cycle. I'm going to be very tempted to put another medium field in here. We're going to push the boundaries a little bit just to see. I mean, we might not get what we're looking for, but I mean, that will give us 50, it's only going to give us 56% fertility. So that will give us 5 fields. We've now completed this here. What we do need here is a distribution office, though, to collect the crops. Something I've forgotten all about completely. We have what do we have here? Nope. Okay, we're going to need a distribution office here. Go with 6. Again, we're just going to go straight for the mud roads. And right, these guys don't have anything to do, so hopefully we'll get that built. Yeah. Have a look and see if we got any spare accommodation in here. Well, I can gather it here. This is the only spare accommodation we've got. So we've now cleared this area. So hopefully we might be able to get in a couple of Jade apartments in here. Residential. I think what I'd like to do is get 1, 2. If we put 3 and 4 there. Again, we're just going to connect them up with parts like that. I think we're, oops, bring you there, you there, there and there. You can come out the back there to there. Yeah, we're not going to build these just at the moment. I just want to make sure. Yeah, they're not, that one's not in range of the university, but that's not the end of the world. They are. So we got the accommodation there. We just need to grow that population. And give you a bit of another update. I've suspended everything over here at the moment because there's absolutely no point in working on this area until we've got our populations under control over here. I think we're now on the 3rd of June, so it's probably too late to add a couple of extra fields on here. You can see this one is still being sown, so what's up with this guy? I think what we'll do is put these on. These don't have anything, so you can give an assist with that. But we do we do need to get to a point where we've got, say we do need now to try and get to a point where we've got at least a little bit of unemployment to show that all our staff are kind of fully occupied now. Yeah, we're not getting the work. Actually, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to see if this will make a difference. I'll just let them. The only downside is this might affect the workforces in this area, especially the heating plant. Got sewage overflow again. I've got a feeling that we're going to need to plan some form of waste coverage here. See what we got. Here. So we got sewage coverage all the way out to here. We don't actually have it here and here. And we could expand the town out this way. Just wonder, we probably need a bigger way of providing coverage. We'll see how well this goes. I think this was in range of the sewage coverage, but this isn't. We could come here and take off a pipe here, but originally I wasn't planning on doing this. You could come out that way. I could plan out in this direction and then plan to expand, because technically if we can expand the town this way, that gets it a little bit closer to the thing. Yeah, we need a lot more workers in here, a lot more educated people as well. Right, we need this built. And we need this built as well. So get them on here. How far can you draw workers from? Yeah, I think you can draw workers from a far wider range than these guys can. I don't know, these guys aren't too bad. What's the birth rate? Yeah, we're getting a few escapees. The birth rate is not brilliant. Yes, I know. What's this? Where is that? When the loyalty is, let's check the radio station. The loyalty is improving slowly. Happiness is unable to get electronics. No water, one person. We got one person starving. Yeah, the big factor is crime and low government loyalty. But we can't really improve it. Yeah, it's just going to have to be a slow grind. There's no point pretending otherwise. Right, we've now got this done. Get you there, picking up from the fields. And you're going to drop off there. Unload 100%. Actually, no. Actually, 70%. Oops. And what I'm going to buy in here. You don't need a vast number of covered holes. Again, I don't want these. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. And of course, we are pushing forward, so I do need to get in. I think what I will do is harvesting 1, 2, 3 of those, and we'll get 1 covered hole in here as well. We are spending a lot of money, but as the saying goes, go big or go home. Right, we've got you work on that. Okay, we're gonna bring the combines in here. 1, 2, 3. Covered hole. Oops, no. As I say, I'm going to tempt fate by saying all I need now is an earthquake, and that will probably give me no end of problems. So happiness is on the increase again. Prison upbringing. What on earth is a prison upbringing? Never seen that before. -6%. Is that the fact that you've got children in prison? Again, if you look at this list, it looks like there's all sorts of problems like death of a child, arrival in prison and things like that. That affects happiness, but the only two that really count at the moment is low government loyalty and crime, because that's affecting large numbers. All the rest there, and I'm aware that you can't see it, are very small in their scope and size of what they're actually doing. Right. I think I really do need to push workers into this area. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll let people grow up in our town down the bottom here. And then, and if this has got, there's plenty of people here doing things. And then once this fills up, what we'll do is we will let the workers flow up to this area so that we can get things done. How are we doing here now? See, the list is still getting longer and longer and longer. I doubt if we're solving any crimes here at the moment, because once the list gets to a certain length, what happens is all the police force are actually spread throughout this area here. I think what we'll do is just keep dumping off the minor crimes, and is that because there's no point pretending that they're going to get solved. Limitations, yep. Get rid of that. That's got a 7% chance. We're just not going to waste time on these. Now there are consequences with this in the fact that we are letting people go. But the only way we're going to fix this is by actually doing this. By trying to get this to a point where we can go. And we are causing the crime rate to rise, but there's not much I can do about it at the moment. But what I'm hoping is that if we can get a full complement of staff in here, that will increase the possibility that these people will actually get prosecuted and sent to prison. Okay, let's just keep an eye on this. Apologies that it's not particularly that interesting, but okay, we're just going to keep knocking off the minor crimes from the bottom. Problem is, see, we got people coming down here to work, so we've got people in here now. I don't think we actually need workers over here, so we're going to suspend that for the moment because I don't think we've got a problem here. What I want is to push the workers into get this built. Actually, no. Maybe that's, well, let workers into here to start with, because we got no over 21s. Demographic productivity's risen by 1%, so we're kind of getting there. Our economy is in, yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is have a period where the game just runs and we build our population up and maybe solve this crime problem. We are getting more and more people into here, I think if we can get this police station going with some more workforce in it, because this police station should... Where is it? This police station will have 20 and 40 people in it when it's finished. And of course it will have more vehicles as well. The problem is we don't have the workforce. But actually what I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to push our luck a little bit here and push this in. We're spending dollars, but that will give us another workforce of 40. And then what they can possibly, what we could do then is once these people have been educated, we can move them into an area where they can actually be a bit more productive. I still am a little bit concerned about this sewage situation. It's 100. It's almost permanently kind of thing. Something tells me we're going to need another distribution office here. We got the problem over here as well. No. Again, this is a problem with an early start, that because the trucks are so slow. If we were in 1960s, this wouldn't be a problem, because the sewage trucks could get out to here and do their necessary stuff. I think what I am going to do is we're going to build a technical office out here. Let me just see, technical services. Actually, I think what we're going to do, guys, I know it's going to be a bit out of place, but let me just see. Actually, no, I don't want it that big. Where is a... What we're going to do is put a 3 technical office here. Water, pick up from there. Sewage, dump into there. Get capacity. We're going to go and then we'll get sewage system capacity 1.6. Flip the other way. 22, 21. So this is still the better of the... so what we're going to do now is just use these to try and keep this place healthy. So it's still full up. That's not good. Right, we got workforce into here. What we'll do now is not allow people into there. And then what that will do is push the workforce down to here. And they can get more, and we'll start on the next one. Yeah, okay, where are you now? Okay, we've got our first person moving in here, and they got 5% loyalty, but they are 65 years of age. God knows where. What was he? Where did he come from? He should be set up in a flat anyway. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he thought he could move to somewhere that was a little bit better. Sometimes this game can be a little bit confusing. Okay, it's back to crime. No, the list is building up again. I don't think I'm going to fix it. We need to get this finished. It's about to finish. And we are going to buy... What do we want here? Actually, we need something that's cheap. Actually, these aren't that expensive anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do now is let these guys get established, and then hopefully they will start to... you can go there. Of course, their first thing they're going to do is go to the gas station. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to steal some trucks from here. So what I'm doing now is moving these down to here, so they will pick up the new crimes, where these guys will have more time to work on clearing their backlog. In fact, I'm going to reduce them down to one vehicle. Actually, I'm going to send one of, yeah, because what I want these guys to do is pull the vehicles from here. In fact, if I steal this one as well and put that in here as well, what that should mean is that these guys won't have the ability to detect crime, but what they should be able to do is work exclusively on clearing up their backlog. I've never done this, so it's going to be interesting to see how things are going. Right, I just want to check my fields. That's growing. That's at 96%. Over here, how are we doing? 94%. Right, I need to set you up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll get your drop-off point will be there and there. Unload 100% in there and 80% in there. And then what I need here is covered holes, maximum capacity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be more than enough. Right, let's have a look at. See, this police station has got things well under control. It's just over up here where we got to get things back under control. And of course, one problem we may have is that if these guys start getting super efficient with clearing the crime rate up, what will happen is that the courtroom will back up. We may need to think about a bigger prison. Though I could actually just have a quick look at the people in our prison. A lot of them are quite low, so what we can do is we're going to reduce minor crimes to about a year, medium crimes to about 1.6 years, and serious crimes down to about there. Now, by doing that, what that means is as long as these guys are hitting 0 before they actually get their sentences finished, that means they will be released back into the community. Yeah, these guys now, I think, yeah, they're now being a lot more efficient with respect to clearing up the crime rate. So what we're going to do is, yeah, you can see the percentages are going up very, very quickly because we've got a lot more guys working on it. These guys are just pretty hopeless, to be honest. We'll just keep an eye on whether these shouldn't be picking up any crimes because they don't have any police vehicles. So what we can do is we'll just get rid of the minor crimes and get rid of these ones at the top because they're never gonna get solved. Yeah, hopefully these guys will. Yep. Alright, we're gonna have to keep an eye on our courthouse now, just to make sure that we start banging everyone up in prison. If we can do that, we can then start working on improving our things. So Right, let me just see. Now, again, as I know I keep saying it, guys, but I keep repeating myself. I know you can't see the numbers. I can barely read them. So I'll tell you what we've got at the moment with our happiness broke down. We've got over 1,005 people who are unhappy because they got low government loyalty, which, if you think about it, is what, between nearly 30% of our entire population. We've got 723 who are unhappy about the crime. So we need to keep an eye on that and keep it going. See, if you look at the percentages here, these guys just aren't hacking it. They're not. Nothing's moving forward. It's moving forward so slowly. So again, we're just going to get rid of some of these medium crimes and see if these guys will actually get their act together. Normally, once you get down to about 4 or 5 cases, so if we remove those, with this number of staff, what they should do is move here, and we'll put the serious criminals away, and then hopefully we will get things under control. Although we are affecting the overall crime rate. So where is it? Never remember where it is. Here, let's put that on. So let's have a look at the percentages. We got 222, 2% there, 2% there, 3% there, like there. Okay. How's the? You can see here where these are, because these guys have only got a few serious crimes and 1 medium. So the fact that we're getting these minor crimes coming through here and being sent to the courthouse shows that what these guys are actually being very super efficient in what they're actually doing. Do you actually have a waste connection? Just have a quick look at that. Yeah, you've got a connection to there. Right, hopefully still got this tank flow here. We're going to have to work on a sewage pipeline, but right, we've now got this harvesting underway here and here. We actually, so this is under control. What I will do is add you and you to the collection process as well. So how are we getting here? We've got 34 tons of crops here. This one's nearly finished actually. Wow, on the 12th of August. The key factors now going to be is whether we can actually get all this harvest in by the end of the year, because we're already on the end of August. Let me just see. So it's possible that to get maybe 6 medium fields here working through the harvest, but the problem is going to be collecting it. Yep, I think we're doing okay at the moment. Okay, I'm going to keep going at the moment. I'd like to try and get this harvest finished in this video so we got an idea of what we're up against. So apologies, we're going to go back and keep an eye on the crime rate, make sure we're locking everybody up, because another thing I want to do is once these guys have actually hopefully we lost 95 prisoners. Yeah, we're stomping on them now. Let me just watch this for a little while and see whether these guys are actually making any progress with these. I think what we got here is probably the worst police officers in the building actually. I think the problem is that if you look at the number of staff we've got, I don't think there's enough staff actually working on each one of these individual crimes to actually move them forward. They are moving forward very, very slowly. And what we're actually getting is like this serious crime here is up to 70%. So we're just scoot off and see how we're doing with the economy. And we got there. We'll build this here, and then what we're going to have is a little bit of a moratorium on building, so that we can kind of are you in range? I don't think you're actually in range of anything of any good, are you? No. Part of me says maybe it's time to put a couple of J departments here. See if we can get... Yeah. Now the downside is these are going to be very close to pollution levels. But if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Again, we're just going to go for the muddy footpaths. Do you have access? What do you have access to? You got access to schools, kindergartens. The only thing I think you've got access to most of the key services. If not, we'll just have to pad them out. Because I say, what I do need to do is get the maximum workforce into these buildings, so that we can start making more and more money. Because I think economically, what was it last month? I mean, we are building up a little bit. We are exporting a bit more alcohol. The clothes market is now starting to kind of come together. Now, meat is good there. And of course, what we've got down here is the chemicals, which we've got to import for our water processing. Plastic, mechanical components, and all that is required for our vehicle maintenance. This is where things can kind of grow up a bit. I think what we will do is one thing. Let me just clear this completely. We've got a tiny amount of environmental pollution. We've got this one here. Early European Hunting Club. Wow. It's got a number of workers, 15. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a hunting hut here, and to start with, game work. And you should be in range of here. Right. What this will do is allow us to produce our own meat. Actually, what is our meat consumption this year so far? We've imported 52 tons of meat. Wow. That's a lot of meat. Okay, we've got to get serious about meat. I'm actually going to put a second one down here as well. Actually, we could probably put you in here, actually, I think. Game work. Let's get rid of that. Mud. Apart from there. Yeah, that's way too much meat. Now down here it's going to be a bit more complicated, because the only thing we're producing here is alcohol. I think in the next part we're going to need to start thinking about getting some food production into here. I think what I will do is, as the saying goes, every little helps. Well, get you there. But I think what I will do here is make an exception and come into there. Right, you can build that. How's the Okay, we're starting to develop the same problem here now. We're going to have to keep an eye on these guys. We may have to build another police station here. Although they do seem to be keeping on top of the situation. If we can get the loyalty up, that makes these guys more efficient. And this is where the productivity comes in. Kind of part of me says maybe we need... no, I think we'll go through the winter first and see how we go. Because I can't keep just spending money. We're now on the 6th of September. This one's nearly been harvested. This one's just about to finish harvesting. These are finished because the vehicles are a lot closer than what they are. This one is 97%. We should be able to get that there. This one's not going to finish. So we will get some harvest from here, but we're not going to get the full harvest. We've got 130 tons of crops into there. See, again, it's that return that I just don't feel it with respect to our crops. Anyway, back to our new station here. Right. I don't want you anymore. Go away. And of course, now one tip, guys, if you disable a police station and you don't want to use it, demolish it. Because one thing I found out is that if you leave it here, what will happen is the game gets a bit confused because it thinks that you've got a police station when you're not actually trying to use it. So when it comes to police stations, the same also with courthouses. If you don't, once you no longer need it, get rid of it. Don't let it just sit there because the game, I don't know, the game just seems to be under the assumption that it works. So we've now got this one sorted out. That means our... Now again, I'll just read, right, again, now I'm going to, right, what I'm going to do now is wind the video up here, but I'm just going to read you the stats here now. What you will see is that the happiness now affected by crime is now down to 125, and we've now got our effect to low loyalty down to 682 people. So we are slowly getting on top of crime now. The only thing we are going to need to do is keep an eye on these guys here. Yeah, they're still staying on top of the... See, these have the capacity to be able to be honest, these have the capacity to stay on top of crime as long as you don't get that initial crime wave. And this is one of the reasons why it's very important to time when you are going to start that actual, when you're actually going to bring crime in. If you leave it too late, you get that surge and then you overwhelm your police station. Then they can't stay on top of the crime itself. And one final check up here. We'll just take a quick look at the prison. Yeah, we still got prisoners in here who are basically, we've still got prisoners in here who are on 0. So we are managing to keep a purge on those. And we're not going to end up finishing that field there, but we might get something from it. So I think I've actually definitely proven now that the best you can get out of these, I think that conclusively proves that if you're playing on the Siberian biome, large fields are not really an option. Farming is marginal at best. Whether you like it or not, you can see our fertility is right down to 10%. So we're going to need to work on our fertility, which is going to be a bit of an issue as well. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.